So this one is going to be very difficult to read, but we'll do our best. But in this grave here, marked by this monument at Toronto Necropolis Cemetery, are Thornton and Lucie Blackburn. So they are listed as freedom seekers, entrepreneurs, anti-slavery activists and community benefactors. Lucie was born a slave in Kentucky. When she was 28 years old, she was working as a nanny for a family. She was at this time known as Ruthie. Whilst with this slave family, she met Thornton, who at that time was 19 years old. Shortly after, Lucie and Thornton married. Lucie's slave owner died, so Lucie was sold off to another merchant. However, before the merchant could sell her on, Lucie and Thornton both escaped to Detroit. Unfortunately, Thornton was discovered as a fugitive in 1833. Both he and Lucie were arrested and jailed. The story from here states that the emerging black population in Detroit, along with allies of the anti-slavery movement, demanded the release of the pair. Lucie was helped to escape prison. Once out, she fled to Canada. Later that year, supporters incited the Blackburn riots, and during the riots, Thornton was sprung from jail, and he and Lucie were reunited in Montreal. They both later relocated to Toronto, where they lived for nearly 50 years. The Blackburns established Toronto's first taxi company. They designed a red and yellow horse-drawn carriage that would hold up to 4 people. With the taxi company and investments, they became quite wealthy. They spent their life devoted to supporting African Canadians and anti-slavery efforts. They participated in community building activities, and Lucie was one of the first to provide money for the building of Little Trinity Church. The couple were childless, never learned to read or write, and were almost forgotten until archaeologists unearthed the site of their former home in 1985. The dig uncovered remnants of the house, a barn and a cellar. And I shall show you some pictures of that area now, or a video of that area. So because of Lucie and Thornton, Upper Canada, as it was then, established its first refugee reception policy, and the Blackburn riots marked Detroit's first racial protest in history. And in 1999, the government of Canada named Lucie and Thornton as persons of national historic significance, rightfully so. And actually good on Canada as well for refusing to extradite them despite insistence from the governor of Michigan. And then right next to them is George Brown. So the Blackburns worked with George Brown on the anti-slavery movement, buried right beside him. That's pretty cool. George Brown, Blackburns. Rest in peace, Lucie and Thornton.